There's a presidential pardon in Zambia to mark Africa Day as 428 prisoners regained their freedom. A statement from the Home Affairs Minister Stephen Kampayongo says that the President Edgar Lungu is exercising the prerogative of mercy under the Constitution. He also says, quote, "We are confident that the pardoned persons have been rehabilitated and are ready for reintegration into the society." Article 97 of the Zambian Constitution provides for presidential pardon and substitution of severe forms of punishment imposed on convicted persons. Egypt has banned 21 websites, including the main website of Qatar-based Al Jazeera television, for supporting terrorism. The state's news agency, MENA, cited a senior security official saying that the websites, which includes some Egypt-focused websites hosted abroad, are being financed by Qatar, which supports terrorism in Egypt. Sources say legal action will be taken against the websites. Cairo accuses Qatar of supporting the Muslim Brotherhood, which was ousted from power in Egypt in 2013 when the military removed elected Islamist President Mohamed Morsi following mass protests against his rule. Fleeing beatings and arbitrary detention and enslavement in Libya as they attempt the voyage across the treacherous waters of the Mediterranean Sea to European shores, African migrants in Libya are opting to return home. 6 years after the ouster of strong man Muammar Gaddafi, Libya is sliding deeper into lawlessness. Smugglers are packing record numbers of people onto unsafe boats, with sea arrivals to Italy up to 35% so far this year. Sadly, more than 1,300 migrants have died on their way.
More African migrants are returning from Libya through a voluntary program run by the International Organization for Migration, IOM. They journey across the Sahara in harsh conditions, only to get stuck in Libya, most of the time in jails far short of their intended destination in Europe. At this transit house in Agadez, 40 mostly Senegalese migrants have just arrived from Libya. They say they escaped from the village of Zuarafa at night and spent 12 days in the desert before being rescued by a good Samaritan who brought them to Agadez. Many here hope for a better future in Europe, but instead they tell stories of being sold, beaten and tortured in jails in Libya. What's going on in Libya is what our ancestors went through. It's the business of selling blacks. The Arabs there take them to prison, and when they put people in prison, that's when they do their business. When they bring you to prison, they tell you to pay if you want to be released. They tell you to pay between 250,000 and 400,000 francs. If you manage to pay that, then they sell you to another prison. European governments are struggling to find a response to the flow of migrants over the Mediterranean from Libya and the appalling conditions in detention camps run by the traffickers or the Libyan government. They mistreated us. They will beat us morning and evening. They will tie our feet and beat the soles. It was very difficult. The IOM says numbers in Agadez, where smugglers gather migrants for the dangerous Sahara crossing, also appear to have declined after Europe pledged Niger money to help it fight people smuggling. IOM monitored trucks carrying migrants at a desert crossroad in eastern Niger, commonly used to reach Libya, where more than 500,000 have set out on flimsy boats for Europe in the past 3 years. Thousands have died in the crossing. The influx of migrants to Libya is on the decline, but we cannot be naive because these migrants are also exploring other routes. The trip costs much more. They often tell us how expensive it is. There are many migrants who move around at night, so it's tough to get a clear and reliable idea of what the numbers are. But according to the information that we have collected over a year, there's been a slight decline and there are less migrants in Agadez and in the ghettos. European funds have been used to set up 5 centers in Niger, where migrants are fed, housed, and offered a free trip home. The centers are managed by the IOM. Some 5,000 were returned to their countries of origin from Niger last year, while 1,500 have gone back this year.
Meanwhile, over 400 irregular immigrants have been arrested across Edo State by men of the Nigerian Immigration Service in the Edo State Command. According to the Edo State Controller of the Nigerian Immigration Service, David Addy, those picked up were mainly from Chad, Mali and Niger Republic. The Edo State Immigration Boss also says the illegal immigrants' mop-up exercise is a continuous one to ensure security of the country.
In the northeast of the country, the war against insurgency rages on. While the conventional approach is being employed, authorities also believe that being able to determine and monitor who comes into the country, from where, and the purpose of their coming is important. The Edo State Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service is working in that direction, with its efforts resulting in the arrest of these irregular immigrants in different parts of Edo State. The State Controller of Immigration, David Addy, says the exercise is aimed at protecting the security interest of the state and Nigeria at large.
The security report available to us indicated that many of them are in Edo State. They come in without documents and they came in through illegal routes. We just have to do our work. These people are known as irregular immigrants. Irregular in the sense that they don't have travel documents. They also do not have visible means of livelihood. If we don't mob them and ease them out, they will constitute serious security threat.
The result of the screening exercise indicates that majority of the foreigners are from Mali, Niger Republic and Chad, and have been in Edo State doing menial jobs.
Na Burkilia work.
Since when you take one?
See, only 1 month you come now.
From Niger. Niger.
Niger?
Yes.
Which time you take one?
I reach 10 days. I dey so close. I dey carry machine keep here.
Mr. Addy also said that the service is doing everything possible to improve the policing of the nation's land borders.
Recently, the federal government approved some money for us to purchase patrol vehicles. We are doing our best within the available resources. You know, just like I said, our borders are expansive. In the north, if you know the north, anywhere they put it is road. They just come in and then find their way to Benin. So we have to keep mopping them.
With the country trying to recover from the terrorism onslaught by insurgents, adopting this proactive approach towards securing the country is believed to be cheaper and safer.
Thank you for watching. I'm Joker Rogers.